All right. We will continue with the overhook close guard stuff. It's going to be the last day on that today. We're just going to do a sweep off of it. When they don't allow you, they're pressuring in on you when you've got that overhook and they're trying to lean into you a little bit. It's quite common because if they try to get away, it's not going to work, okay? Because you have that overhook above the elbow, all right? So just a quick review for a couple of you that weren't here. I'll show one of each of those moves from last week and then we'll get into what we're doing today. Right, so I'm in close guard, whether he's grabbing my belt or any kind of a grip here, he's trying to control my posture. I'm gonna take my hands, scoop underneath, he can grab one, right, that's fine. Underneath, my legs are extended, my hips are off the mat. I'm gonna, as I shovel this way, I'm not worried about breaking his grips, I wanna move his body to the mat. Here, overhook, grab a deep grip on the collar. So I'm gonna use my right hand to feed it tight. Close my elbow, okay? Right hand goes to his bicep. Shift my hips, I lock my closed guard to the side. There you go. So from here, I can pummel every time he tries to move his hand, right? Tries to get his hand on the inside. I'm trying not to lock down on his grip because he's gonna pummel on the inside of his hand. I don't wanna do that, okay? My toes go to his hip. I get that clamp position, okay? I can slide down to his wrist, hip escape, right to the triangle. Same thing, go ahead. Here, wrap, control, shift, clamp in here. I'm gonna go for the omoplata this time, my frame, switch, okay? Come out, get our finish. What we're gonna do today is he's gonna try to not get in that spot, right? It's happened before. His arm's caught, I'm gonna work on, a lot of times they push into you, right? A little bit of resistance on his end. His hips are gonna lift up a little bit. That's gonna give me an angle to go for a hook sweep. All right. So here. I'll wrap this thing. All right, lock tight. Okay, I'm in this position. Right, he's trying to push in, right? This is common. And as his hips, see how his knees are up just a little bit? He's pushing into me. From here, I switch, circle my foot to the inside. I have his arm closed on that side he can't post. So now all I have to do, I can keep the underhook here, or I can just kind of club. I'm gonna block his hip, lift my butterfly hook, and close my right elbow. Come up, okay? Come up with this position here, okay? So I can end up in mount. I can end up in a monoplata. I can go for what they call the ugly armbar. Sorry, here. Bunch of different things we can do there. We're gonna go just for the sweep tonight, all right? Any questions so far?
Do you give up that that grip you had from the overhook?
Yep.
After you don't finish like a canto shot?
I can finish him, no, I'm not gonna finish anything with the grip.
Yeah.
But I can switch to different moves from there, or different positions from there, okay? I really am just gonna use it right now just to sweep.
Okay.
I close that elbow, lift my opposite butterfly hook. Here, wrap, okay, switch, right, starts to push in. I extend my legs, he doesn't even have to come up super high, he could be a little lower, he's starting to, right, extend my legs, switch, circle my hook, and go post off of his shoulder, or I can underhook, either or is fine. I'm blocking at his hip, elevating, coming up, okay? Sometimes he may keep my ankle, all right? That's okay. Come up under here, work to free it, okay? Any questions?
Do you have time, if they try to push the hook down, they have the underhook, and they're pressuring
From
to keep him from hopping over that hook
when I set it.
when you set it, yeah.
So
If they're trying to reach.
here, right? So he starts to pressure into me, right? Here,
Yeah,
okay. If he look at where he's got to reach to push that hook,
yeah, that's not good.
right? Okay. Keep it. Come up on top. Okay. All I'm doing is closing my elbow. I'm blocking that side. As I close my elbow, I lift and turn. Come up, come out. Okay? I'm not doing it when he's sitting down like this. Okay, I'm gonna attack the other stuff. We've got multiple chokes from that overhook position. Okay? I'm gonna set up all the submissions from this spot first. And I take the sweep when he won't give me the submissions.
Only when he comes up, right?
I'm gonna force him to, because if you've been in that position, you could be there for 6 minutes. You're not just gonna pull your arm out. You can't do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you got somebody that's good at holding that, you're gonna be able to get it.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
How do you escape from that besides trying to push in like that?
Without getting too far away from what we're doing. Right, I don't want my arm bent down here. A lot of times I go for this collar here, right? And then inside control, so he's not moving, right? And then what I'm looking for is him to try to adjust out of this position and then limp arm, if I can, okay? You gotta wait for a little, you know, a little opening in the armor, so to speak, okay? If my arm is wrapped around here, like I can't pull it out. He's above my elbow. So every time I try to, he's closing that elbow tight, every time I try to pull it, it's not coming out. I try to get my arm straight, get his collar, hand on the inside on his bicep, okay? And then see how my elbow is starting to creep as I'm pulling on that collar, right? You gotta be careful because you can get your elbow caught there too. Especially if he feels it. I'm waiting for him to try to shift. Does that make sense?
Do you have to keep his head off of that overhook side to prevent the Tozy Sao Paulo? Because you're giving him an underhook at the same time.
Well, when I do that,
Yeah, like. Sorry. Because if he puts his head on the other side and then sprawls.
that,
Yeah, more of
you
that.
see
and
my
then
angle though?
You're out too far.
So when you're doing that Sao Paulo, he's gotta go back into my legs.
Yeah, I can't really go back with my arm.
So what he really needs to do is drop his hips back into my legs before he sits out,
Okay.
okay? He's just gonna kinda, I'm almost, you know, I could pummel through that and get to his back possibly,
Okay.
Everybody good?
That's a good question.
All right,